My name is Takuya Okawa. I just turned 27 years old. And I'm a boring sales clerk with a boring life. By the way, my favorite food is cherries. Today my mother, who is fed up with the fact that I have never had a girlfriend since I was born, forced me to go on a blind date.
She's not coming.
It's been 2 hours since the matchmaking session started. Still no one has shown up. Why is this? The answer is simple. She ignored me. Oh, I can't stand it. Ignoring the matchmaker who kept bowing down to me, I left the matchmaking place. I went to a pub and drank a lot of drinks. It's my day off. What the hell? Give me back my day off.
It's terrible to be ignored. Here you go, buddy. This one's for you too.
I'm sure they won't even come to a blind date with a miserable guy like me. I'll probably end up as a wizard.
A wizard? You look good.
My boss collapsed.
What?
I felt like an idiot for hoping for a little bit that might be possible. And then I drank until I was drunk to the point of being stoned to death. Is for real? Did I do it? When I woke up in the morning, I was surprised. A beautiful stranger was sleeping next to me. Did I finally prevent myself from becoming a wizard before I was 30 years old? I was very drunk, but I vaguely remember talking about it with boss yesterday. Yes! I did it, boss! Now I'm a real man. I'll never let anyone call me a cherry again. Just when I was thinking of that, the beautiful girl woke up. Oh man, I'm nervous. Who in the world is she? Or rather, how did I bring her in? The mystery only deepens, but now that it's come to this, I have to take what responsibility I can as a man.
Excuse me.
Yes? When I turned around, I saw a beautiful girl sitting on the floor. As I had expected, she was a very beautiful girl. Really? How did I get her?
Will you marry me?
Oh, that's very direct. Maybe the beautiful girl is just like me? In which case, as a man, I have to take responsibility. Well, I'll take any responsibility I can get in the first place. For me, she's as good as a goddess who made me human, so I have no reason to refuse. So... Oh, of course, I will take responsibility. I will take responsibility. I was about to say that when I realized something. If you look closely at this beautiful girl, you're see-through.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
The beautiful girl's body was transparent. I realize now. This beautiful girl is a ghost.
Oh, it seems that I've become ephemeral.
No, it's not seems. The moment I realized she was a ghost, I immediately got off the bed. Ghost? Am I supposed to be spiritual?
Well, that's just the way it is.
Oh, so you're okay with that. You're a ghost now. I mean, you're dead, right?
Yes, no problem. Well, there is the problem of the race difference, but... No problem if you become a ghost too. The honeymoon is heaven. So, once again, please marry me.
Are you kidding me? I want to be human. Don't try to turn me into a ghost. The goddess who I thought kept me from becoming a wizard wasn't such a good one. She was a terrible goddess of death who wanted me to marry her and raise a hammer to turn me into a ghost. I hope you go to heaven alone. After that, when I calmed down, I listened to what she had to say. It seemed that ghosts don't have any memories of their life. The only thing she remembers is her name, Seiko. When she came to, she was sleeping next to me. She was about the same age as me, or maybe a little younger. But I don't even know when she was born. She's wearing a kimono, so maybe a nice pre-war lady?
It's nice to be able to fly. It's like I'm some kind of bird.
And now, Seiko is flying beside me on my way to work. I panicked in case someone saw me, but it seemed like one but me can see her or hear her. Moreover, Seiko herself was physically unable to touch me.
Hey, Takuya-san! Are you listening?
After all, I'm still in the road to becoming a wizard. Life is so boring.
If you ignore me so much, I'll hit you with the hammer this time.
If you can do it, do it. Not touching Seiko means not touching the hammer either. I've been running around in vain since this morning. Damn it, even though it's my principle not to waste effort.
I see. Oh no!
What's happening? All of a sudden, the pole broke.
Oh no. Seriously?
You've got some nerve to ignore a pure, beautiful girl who's trying to talk to you, huh?
No, a beautiful girl. A ghost. Pure?
I'm a beautiful girl! Or do you think a ghost has no right to even talk?
I'm sorry. I'll do my best to accommodate you. Let me correct my earlier regret. I was glad I had escaped, and I was grateful for the morning's efforts. I had no choice but to reply to Seiko by making it look like we were talking wirelessly. When that was not possible, she said she would indeed refrain from doing so I can't do that while I'm at work. So thank God.
It's so shabby to be alone even for lunch, isn't it? And with bread from a convenience store?
Leave me alone. I'm a working adult. I don't eat with other people. What's that? You know about convenience stores?
But then, you are alone at work, aren't you? You don't have any friends, do you?
I like to be alone. And while the morning was peaceful, the afternoon was probably...
Hey, Cherry-kun!
Jeez. Her name is Maika Mori. She's a female salesperson who come to this company, our headquarters this year. She's a beautiful girl, like a model. She's popular with both men and women because of her frank personality. She's also one of the top 3 salespeople in the company. And above all...
What do you mean, jeez, Cherry-kun? Isn't it rude, Cherry-kun?
Shut up. It's because you're always annoying me. Don't call me that. And don't approach me on the stairs. This Maika Mori? Somehow every time I see her, she does something annoying to me. And she's the one who calls me Cherry.
What? Why? Aren't you Cherry anymore? You like cherries, don't you?
No, I certainly like cherries. It's not that.
Could it be that yesterday?
Huh? I didn't go any blind date. You think I'm going to use a system that was created to pick money out of the hands of those unattractive, shady people?
I never said anything about a blind date. But well, I guess you failed. Poor Cherry-kun. Oh well, good luck, Cherry-kun. I'm sure you'll be okay for being human.
Shut up, I'll never be a wizard. After playing with me as long as she pleased, Maika Mori quickly walked away.
She was like a storm, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was out all morning, so it was peaceful. But when she's in the office, she's usually a pain in the ass.
I see. So it was quiet this morning because she was on a sales visit.
Then I went back to work again, and I was just copying documents, leading a boring life. Maika Mori seemed to have gone out again, and was no longer in the office. Why did she come to the office?
Takuya-san.
Huh? Seiko secretly talked to me during the copying because there was no one around.
Takuya-san, do you like the woman we just met?
Huh? I'm the one who likes Maika Mori? You've got to be kidding. My preference is for 2-dimensional girls. I ain't interested in 3-dimensional girls.
I see. But why don't you try going on the blind date again? I heard you failed, but maybe next time something will change.
No, I don't want to. Me? I got ignored for a blind date yesterday. For her, it was just a game anyway. She wasn't interested in me.
I don't know. Maybe there was something going on with her too.
Then she would have contacted them somehow. That's what I meant by nothing. What? Is she trying to comfort me in her own way? But I'm sorry, but I have no intention of going on another blind date. It was just something my mother set up on her own to begin with.
I see.
Seiko looked kinda sad. I thought she was a violent person, but maybe she has a gentler side to her than I thought.
Then... After all, I am the only suitable partner for you, Takia-san. I love you! Let's get married!
No!
What are you avoiding? Receive my love!
I can't accept such life-threatening love! Correction, she's still not nice at all. 5 days later, Seiko still hasn't gone to heaven, and she's still living in a state of confusion. But maybe that makes my days a little more fun. But thanks to that, every day might be a little more enjoyable. Maybe it's thanks to Seiko that...
Oh, thank you very much.
Hmm? Huh? Whoa. You what kind of a place are you in? Oh my goodness. Seiko appeared from inside the bathtub.
Don't worry about the details. More importantly, what is it thanks to me?
No, it ain't details. I'm leaving now, so wait in the living room.
Huh?
After confirming that Seiko had left, I hurried out of the bathtub and got dressed. I told her to wait in the living room, but Seiko came into the changing room without saying a word. No! Why are you wearing a long underwear? Put on a kimono properly.
That's quite uncomfortable, you know. Takia-san was taking a bath, so I thought I'd just get in the mood.
I see. I want her to stop doing this, but I can't say anything if she says so.
And? What do you mean, thanks to me?
I thought every day was too loud because of you.
You're not being honest. Why don't you say that thanks to me, you're happy as ever?
I ain't Banzai and I ain't happy to see you, Silphers.
You're really not being honest. I love you, Takia-san. Let's get married!
Idiot, don't ask me to marry you like that.
Then, let's exchange diaries. Then there's no shame, right?
I won't do it. First of all, how are you going to write the diary if you can't touch it?
What? I will respond to you verbally. I won't even touch your diary, so please leave it open.
Kind of embarrassing play is this. I ain't never gonna write that.
I see.
After that, I dried my hair and went straight to bed. Seiko doesn't seem to get very sleepy, so depending on her mood, she will just lie down on the bed. Or not, just for form's sake. Today she's going to lie down. Hey, Seiko? You fell asleep. You've made me feel like I'm having fun these days. Thank you. Saying that, I unconsciously tried to stroke Seiko's head, but... Yes, she's a ghost. There's no way I can touch her. What am I doing? I dropped my hand and just like that, I left for my dream. For some reason, not being able to touch Seiko made me feel very lonely. Seiko? What's wrong? You're so spaced out. You're acting like a real ghost.
What?
Another few days have passed since then. I'm starting to think that life isn't so bad. And today, Seiko is getting more and more spaced out.
No. I was just thinking about something. Never mind. Also, I'm a real ghost. Uramesia!
Stop it. What's wrong with that guy? Could it be that he's close to going to heaven? After finishing dinner, Seiko said she was going for a little walk and she went outside. When I got out of the bath, she was no sign of her coming back. She ain't been courting me at all lately. No, I don't mind at all. It's just that I'm out of sorts. I couldn't help but make excuses for being alone. It's the negative effects of spending time with Seiko. Seiko's influence here. Thinking that, I casually looked at the pile of books on my desk. This one. Among them, there was only one book that was different from the rest. I remember that I had left the photos of my blind date here. My mother sent it to me, but I had no interest in it, so I left it there without looking at it. I completely forgot about it. Couldn't bring myself to look at it at all before or after the meeting, but now I think I can. I was curious to see what she was like, so I decided to open it up. Now, I wonder what kind of woman mocked me. What? When I opened it, I stopped thinking, because there it was, a very familiar figure. No, that can't be. No, it must be someone else. With that in mind, I looked over the information. There were Takanashi Seiko. They were the same. I didn't know her last name, but her name is the same. They look the same. That's what this means, right? Does that mean that that's it? The reason she didn't show up for the blind date wasn't because she was skipping it, but because Seiko was... As soon as I came into that realization, something suddenly came rushing up from my stomach. I rushed into the bathroom. Come to think of it, Seiko once said something about an arranged marriage. Was that to tell me that the blind date was not skipped? So that means... Seiko has memories from before she passed away. Why did she lie about not having any memories? Why is she with me? Why has she been acting strange these days? Even after I got into bed, my mind remained completely sharp. When I became curious about one thing, doubts came to my mind one after another. Seiko attacked me with a hammer, asking me to marry her. Seiko laughed at me like it was nothing, so I thought she was joking. But was that not a joke? Was she really attacking me with the intention of hitting me? She was smiling at me, and that's when I opened my eyes. Jeez! My body instantly froze in fear. Right above me there was Seiko, looking down at me with a hammer raised in the air and a blank expression on her face.
Oh, you woke up?
Hey, I knew it. You remember everything about the blind date.
I was surprised. Takia-san, you noticed. Yes, I remember. The blind date and everything else.
Then you were here, as I thought.
Yes, that's right. I was really trying to go to heaven with Takia-san.
No, I'm too scared to move my body. Damn, is this it? Thinking so, I decided to prepare myself and close my eyes. But the shock didn't come anytime soon. Seiko? When I opened my eyes in disbelief, there was Seiko shedding tears. What? What's wrong? Why are you crying?
I knew it. I can't do it. I can't do Takia-san.
Seiko started talking about why she did this.
As you may have noticed, I was planning to have a blind date with Takia-san. That day, I left home with the strong will to make it a success. And to be honest, I was quite buoyant, elated. I wanted to look as beautiful as possible for Takia-san. So I'd been fasting for 3 days. But that had a bad effect on me.
Ah, I see. And then you fell down.
I couldn't take it anymore. So I went to a family restaurant and ate a huge meal. And I was in more trouble because of my kimono. While I was trying my best to distract myself, I ran into a red light and was hit by a car.
You're an idiot. What kind of death is that? She looks like a sensible person, but she's actually a crazy person.
I thought it was over too. But then I noticed that there was a girl in front of me who claimed to be a goddess. Hi, I'm Devil-chan. You really want to marry that guy, don't you, girl? Then I will give you a special chance. With that, the goddess gave me this hammer. The goddess said, the deadline is 13 days. If you hit him with this hammer, the two of you will go to heaven as is, and you can have a wedding. If you do nothing, you, girl, will remain in the body. However, the guy will forget all about these 13 days, though.
I dared to ignore it, but this hammer was such a serious setting.
Then, I found myself at Takia-san's house. This is how I came to Takia-san's house. It was momentum that made me lie that I had no memory. I thought it was more like a ghost.
I can't keep up with all the details, but anyway, I think that self-proclaimed goddess is a devil. She called herself a goddess? Devil-chan? Is she crazy? So you were planning to take me to heaven from the beginning?
No, I was not. The idea of getting married was appealing, but I never intended to go that far. After I enjoyed my life with Takia-san, I would just end it without doing anything. That's what I thought. But as the deadline day got closer, I got scared. I was afraid that Takia-san would forget about the last 13 days. I thought about going to see you again, but I didn't have the courage to do so. But I didn't have the courage to see Takia-san, who had forgotten everything. So I tried to hit you with a hammer with all my strength, but I still couldn't.
It seems that the reason Seiko had been acting strangely lately was because she was struggling with it. It finally made sense. Seiko, from a while ago you've been talking on the premise that you're going to come back to life. Could it be that you're still alive?
Yes. It seems I'm what is called a living spirit.
Where is your real body?
I'm bedridden in the hospital, but...
I see. Then tell me the name of the hospital.
What?
You can't write things down. Unfortunately, I don't even keep a diary like you told me to. So when I wake up like this, I'm gonna forget all about it. It's been almost 13 days. I don't even have time to write down what I've been up to. So I'll write down the name of the hospital and I'll go see you. Then you can tell me your memories of me there from the very beginning.
Takia-san... yes!
I wrote down the name of the hospital Seiko told me in a big note on my book. Then when the date changed, Seiko disappeared. It was so frustrating that I couldn't even wipe away Seiko's tears. Morning has come. Another boarding A has begun. Can't be helped. Let's get ready for work. That's what I thought, and was about to go wash my face when... Huh? What's this? Did I write this memo? I mean, why did I write this on a blind date book? I don't remember, but it was my handwriting. I didn't know what it meant, but for some reason I felt the urgency to go. Well, I'm just going to have a boring day anyway. I decided to go to the hospital, thinking it was better than going to the office as usual. And when I visited the hospital room where I had made a note, as soon as I saw her, my mind was flooded with memories. I didn't know. No, not unfamiliar. I just forgot about her. I've been with her until yesterday. Seiko?
Takia-san?
Good morning. You haven't changed at all even though you're human.
You remember? No, wait, why?
I don't know. It all came back to me as soon as I saw you. Fortunately, I remember everything. I spent 13 days with you as a ghost.
Takia-san!
Wow, you're more of a crybaby than I thought.
Shut up!
Seiko was so warm when I finally touched her, and even though it was supposed to be an unfamiliar body temperature, I strangely felt as if I had known her for a long time. We held each other, as if it was for a while, as if feeling that we were alive, and then...
Well, Takia-san?
Ah!
You came to see me. That means you like me, right? This time we're of the same species. The walls are down. Let's get married.
Whoa! Why do you still have that hammer? Don't swing it around. And I came to see you, but I'm not marrying you. What I love is a ladylike, cute, two-dimensional girl.
Ugh! You've got some nerve cheating on me!
Ah! From today, the days of being asked to marry by Seiko will begin again. But those days are not so bad. As long as we're alive, we can have as much fun as we want.
I never thought I'd dig up a hidden surface with a low occurrence rate, huh? If you don't do anything, all the guy's memories will disappear. However, if the guy goes to see the girl, there will be an exception. She's a good person too, just because he used to cover for her mistakes at work. That's why humans are so interesting! Now, which human shall I prank next? By the way, I've made some more tricks with that hammer. That's a story for another time.